So today we're going to take a look at one of the areas that was actually restored properly here in Florida. This was done with actually some funds from South Florida Water Management District. Local South Venice residents got involved. Not really excited about some of the aspects of how they did it as far as the shoreline, but this particular section that I'm going to walk you through right now was actually done correctly. So of all the stuff that was done, we actually have one section where I can point to and say, if you want to do it in Florida correctly, this is how you do it. And this turned out really well because I'm not really much of a plant expert when it comes into this. And that's where the Native Plant Society came in. And they came in and, added what was already here, added to what was already here, basically. And then we put some little signs up, we don't want your pets crapping and that kind of thing without you picking it up. And these plants now have just grown to just beautiful sizes. So if you want to see what we're looking at here, I mean, it's, they're giant, absolutely giant. And this is the way it should be done. And what's cool about this, once these are done, they're done. You don't have any cost, you don't have any expense, you don't mow them, you don't spray them, you don't do anything at this point. So that's what makes these things so cool. But when you get to these plants, when we first put them in, wasn't real impressive. They're little tiny plants, but these guys knew what they were doing, because it definitely turned out extremely well. But when it gets to the actual health of the water, it's actually the soil that makes the most difference. The plants are cool, but that's more of an aesthetic thing. What you see when you do this, that's up to you to decide. I really don't care when it comes to clean water. If you got a plant filter and it's growing, it's there. This whole panic over native versus non-native, that's the big issue in Florida, is people don't know what the hell they're doing, so they just start killing everything, and they don't realize that everything's already functioning. So I'm going to show you the cool part when I do a restoration. It's actually the soil. So let me get in here and dig a little bit. And it's always going to be the same thing. There's your top layer, because we got a healthy forest here. There's some of your fungi, your mycorrhizae, all that really cool stuff that's valuable in there. There's more information in here than scientists even know about. This stuff actually transports water from plant to plant, keeps them disease resistant. But as you see when you get down in here, I never have crappy soil in anything I restore. This actually started off as wood chips, and over time, your wood chips turn into that. So that's how it works. And then what happens is when you do this correctly, your runoff's going to come off the road. It's going to then come in, roll this way, and it's going to be filtered. So by the time it actually gets to the water, there's no chance of anything contaminating your water when you come in. So at the end of the day, your water ends up looking like this. Florida looks like this. And when you have the fresh water looking this beautiful, this is flowing right into Lemon Bay, perfectly filtered, millions of gallons, going in over time. This is how you clean Florida up. It happens one stream at a time, one project at a time, one group at a time that cares. So thank you so much for caring, everybody. Keep up the good work out there.